Hey guys, going to do an update or recap on what we did today. Light trading. It's been a light trading week because I've just been stuck in tax land. But S&Ps came out early this morning. Still playing playing S&Ps long, core long, adding and reducing as usual intraday, and then playing the Russell short. So came in this morning a little bit long, sold some out at 97, bought some back at 92. Sorry, 94. This would actually have been another spot to add another one back here at pi on the 30-minute. 28.87 or so, and you could have came out for another 5 points. Would have been a little bit more alpha there. Now if you go to the Russell, still short from yesterday, was able to get, if you can see, I sold here, was able to get a little bit back on that tail. And then I covered some more this morning. I actually missed 3 times this morning and then finally got hit. This is still a little bit short there. Still has some IWM puts, so not a huge directional bet in equities. Just trying to play a slower core short on the Russell and then being a little bit more aggressive intraday in S&Ps since U.S. equities just will not go down. Front end VIX, more of the same, lower lows. I think we're going to fill this gap we talked about this morning down here, 13.5 on the front month. So we did cover some short calls. So we have some call spreads against our S&P long. We covered those short legs back. It's kind of been noted by this light blue-green arrow. But to actually go long calls and some debits, I don't want to do that until deeper. So like 12.5, I'm thinking 12, 12.5, 12. Maybe equities will retest the October highs. That would be a great spot to buy the VIX. Oil playing a small core short, and by small I mean really small. Just playing the E-minis. I'm playing a wider range over a longer time frame. This is a zone that I want to short between 65 in front of 70. So I only sold 2 lots, and then this morning I thought we were down pretty good to cover some back. If you look at the ebb and flow here, we talked about in our live room that this was pretty good back and forth, and you can kind of see the cycle here. So this morning you're kind of at the bottom end of the cycle, and I'd be a seller again somewhere back up in here. We'll see where we get on time-wise. If we just collapse from here, it's going to be kind of a bummer because I only have a little bit on. But there's worse problems to have. It's a little bit short oil. What else? Didn't do anything in gold and silver and treasuries. Got a chance to cover back some 5s. And then I bought a little bit of 10s. So 5s were high up at 22, 23. Come in about 5 ticks lower today. Makes sense to get a little bit back. And then I did add another lot in 10s. I don't have any long bonds on. I don't have any 30s. I don't have any ultras on. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking in 10s. Just so basically a 5s 10s flattener with a directional bias, bullish uptrend. Better buyer. And then lastly, just hit on the euro. This is probably the best trading we had today. It was nice. I'll just draw on this real quick, and then I'll show you on MetaTrader. Screen sketch. So we came in. FX has been really choppy. We sold off yesterday, and then did 100% retrace. And then you come in today, and this was what kind of started the move. You see, this is a bearish engulfing, my traders know, and then we took out that low. So this was, I'll show you here on the smaller time frame, but that was basically the downtrend. So we were short, a little bit core short here, added a little bit yesterday, and then came in and I added to it when we broke. And then I think there was a couple of ads in here, maybe. I can't remember if it was an ad here. And then we got a second round with the 15-minute and 30-minute cycle. So my guys faded this. And then this is a sell setup in our model also, swing line setup. But that worked out well. And then you could have covered in front of pi. So what that looks like. And this is pretty light trading for me, but I'll teach you anybody how to do this, guys. We have an intro to Forex course I do. It's only $500. I mean, I spent 12 grand to learn the FX market, and I basically broke that down into that simple course and a lot more. Background of currency markets, what platforms you use, what brokers, and not just like what's a pip, what's a standard lot. You can get all that stuff on the internet. I actually took it further and said this is how you apply it so you can take advantage of it, you can capitalize on the opportunities, or you can make money from it, how you can assess your risk. You know, it's one thing just to know what a pip is versus how the hell do you trade it. So we put that together, but this is what this is definitely what's possible. So just to highlight again, short, this is that break on the 30-minute, and I didn't add there. Those are covers. This is from yesterday, a core piece, and then re-short. There was a couple more. There's another sale in here that would have been nice, and then another ad right on that break would have been perfect. But then cover, probably could have covered on this new low. But this is just a little core piece I'm going to keep into tomorrow. So still like a core short on the euro, and then this is a good example of a day when you can get a near-term downtrend. Near-term downtrend in the context of your core trade, and then you're doubling up on it. So you're always going to make your most money when you get your core position going in the same direction as your near term and your intermediate term. You got all three time frames going in the same direction. That's what you want to see. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I guess I'll hit you up in the morning. Now, if some of you want to know where to join us, I'm going to put in this video the description to one. We got a free ebook on cycles and time. And then I'll put a link to our chat room. It's free to come in there. We get you in the right spot. We've got a Forex team. We got futures. We've got an options group, crypto. So we trade a little bit of everything. Day trade, longer term positioning. I'll just leave it at that. Have a great evening.